Have you ever enjoyed a product so much that you bought it twice? How about 3 times? How about 4 times? How about 5 times? Well, I bought this 5 times. The fifth one's at my girlfriend's apartment, so I don't have it with me. But I've bought 5 of these. Why, you might ask? Because they're good and they're cheap. Hi, I'm Grant with Tech and Grant, and this is a review of the Majority Atlas Bluetooth speaker. I'm going to get these two back out the way. It kind of looks a little strange. I don't really need 4 for display purposes. It's kind of ridiculous. Anyway, I really don't even need 2. Majority Atlas Bluetooth soundbar, 2.1 channel soundbar. Point one is because it has a built-in subwoofer. Now, I take that statement with a grain of salt. Subwoofer is a very subjective term. There is definitely another set of speakers in there that runs the bass frequencies, but it's not a subwoofer in the traditional sense of the word, as a maybe like a separate standalone speaker that deals with only the low frequencies. This is more just a full range speaker than really a 2-channel with a subwoofer. 2 channels is also kind of pushing it. As you can tell, it's a pretty small device. It's like a little bit wider than I am. It's like 22 inches or so, maybe 21 inches. I don't know. It doesn't really matter that much. But it's good. This is a very, very good small portable Bluetooth soundbar speaker, really, for a very cheap price. It's the MSRP is $25, but I've never ever seen it at $25. I think right now it's $20, and then it also has a 40% off coupon. So there's some quick math. That's $12.50. Just get it for $12.50. Yeah, get it. That's what I purchased my first one for. I'm pretty sure around like $12.50. I think it was $25, and they just had 50% off. And I loved it. I still love it. I use these pretty much every day. I have them in 4 different rooms in my house. I've got one in the bathroom. It's the one I use the most. Great for when I'm showering. Gives a nice full sound in the bathroom. Much better than playing off my phone speaker. Insanely better than playing off my phone speaker. Especially in such a small room such as a bathroom. It actually, the bass is actually kind of there, which is shocking, because there's no ports on this thing, at least that I can tell. There's definitely none on the front. I don't know how well you can see it, but there's 2 ovular drivers. They're 2x1s, I believe, and then 2 circular drivers that are 1-inch drivers. And it actually sounds pretty good. So I got one in my bathroom that I love it in there. Never really crank it up past like halfway. It's plenty loud. Got one in my sunroom, back porch, whatever. Just sits in there. Don't really use that one that much, but I'm about to upgrade that system to a pair of bookshelves, just because it's a nice room to like relax, and I just want a bit of a better audio experience. But it's not necessary, honestly, to upgrade it. It does great with what it is. I've got one in my kitchen, cooking some food. Just turn it on, good to go. And I've got one in my garage, so when I'm working in there, got something to listen to tunes with. They say the battery life's 8 hours. That's pretty accurate. I usually don't charge them or keep them charging or keep them plugged in at all. Just whenever it tells me it's dying, I'll plug it up and then unplug it the next time I use it. Simple. All right, let's talk about interface. We'll start with the back with what it accepts. It does accept micro SD USB, like USB 6. Put the microphone correctly. Aux, and this is a Bluetooth speaker as well, so it's got Bluetooth. I've never used the micro SD or the USB. Oh, and that's also the charging port in the middle there. See, it's a little, I think it's micro USB. It doesn't say. Up top, you've got play, pause, forward, back, and mode. Mode switches between micro SD, USB, aux, and Bluetooth, but it doesn't work unless you have more than one source connected. I have only had more than one source connected on this thing once, and that was just to test out the mode button to see if it actually worked, and it does. There's no tone control. There's no really anything. It's a very simple speaker. Up front, you've got a knob. It's the volume knob. It also doubles as the power button. Once you turn it a bit, you get a nice audible click.
Bluetooth. Bluetooth connected.
And it's that easy. It's already connected to my phone. Didn't even have to do anything. So, I'm gonna let you hear the click again. I love this. Love that it gives you an audible click. Very tactile. Is it necessary? No. Does the lady sound way too proper? Yes. That's because majority is a British company, so it's a British woman that does the voices and stuff. But in terms of audio quality, for $12.50, I would like for you to find a better deal new. You can't even really get an amp for that price, let alone get speakers for that price along with an amp. This thing's great. As long as you have a source, you're rocking and rolling. I've said that 2 videos in a row now. That's bad. But anyway, so it's very portable, but I still have 4. Why is that? Well, majority runs a lot of deals with their products, and I did want to test a few of them out. Wants to test out this microphone, the DX10 speakers, the desktop speakers. Wants to test out the K2 soundbar with subwoofer, and pretty much anytime I bought one of those products, it had a promotion that it was like 40% off if you buy it with another majority product. So I would always get the Atlas because it's their cheapest product, or at least their cheapest product that has a lot of uses for me, or at least a lot of uses to have multiple of them. So I can just put these in a room, set it, forget it, turn it on when I need it. It automatically connects to my phone, Bluetooth. Great, we're going. So I left the cable so far away. It comes in the box with an aux cord, a charger, which is USB, plugs it to any USB brick. Does not come with a brick. Does not need to. You have one. Everyone has one, or just any USB. It runs off the USB of a TV, of a monitor, of a laptop, outlet USB, any USB that's providing. Let's see, what does it say? How many volts? 5 volts, I think. Yeah, you just need 5 volts, which is nothing. That's absolutely nothing. It also comes with so the USB power cable that it comes with is really not that long. It's maybe like a foot. But it comes with a USB extender, like a male to female USB. I don't know if you've ever bought a male to female USB extender, but it's usually, at least on Amazon, it's $5, $6. You get a speaker with it, and an aux cord, and a charge cable. So if you just need a USB extender, this thing right now is $12.50. You get a USB extender and a speaker for $12.50. It's a hard deal to pass up, you know. The box also comes with like a user manual, but I think majority is currently phasing out their manuals to be a bit more will be a bit less wasteful. They're just transitioning to online manuals, which is smart. Honestly, something like this, I don't know what you need a manual for. It's intuitive. If you've ever used any audio product ever, you're gonna know what to do with this thing. It's that simple. Let's fix this shot. There we go. That's not too much. All right. Just it. I hate saying it, but just buy it. Just buy it. Test it out. If it's not your thing, give it to a friend. I plan on giving my one that's in the sunroom to a friend once I upgrade that system. It's cheap. It works great, and it does actually sound pretty good. It's not gonna blow you away with the sound. It doesn't really have like a sound stage that's like, well, the sound stage is actually not bad. It's kind of wide, not very tall. I mean, it's a wide speaker. You can see it. Imaging, no, but sound and sound reproduction, it's good. Usually, cheap speakers fall into a category of just like insanely cheap, like ultra cheap speakers fall into a category of just being insanely tinny or having gross, disgusting, muddy bass. And this does not have it. It's actually clear. It's not going to blow you away with like, oh my God, wow, I've never heard music like this. You have, but you've never heard music like this at this price point. This is kind of different. I've heard other Bluetooth speakers that sound terrible. Tinny, muddy bass, garble, distort beyond belief. These, I don't think I've ever gotten them to distort even at max volume. And max volume is very loud. Like, I can hear it all throughout my house. My house isn't really small or anything. It's a decent sized house, and you can hear it all around the house from like a central position. And that's very good. It also isn't always loud if you turn it down. It can be used just for personal listening. It'd be great at a computer desk for a speaker if you hate your monitor speakers, which you should, because they probably sound really bad. I thought my monitor speakers were kind of decent. Then I hooked up any speaker to it, and I was like, wow, that sounds terrible in comparison. So if you've got if you just use like your monitor speakers at your desk, stop using the speakers on your monitor. Please upgrade your life. Get this. It's $12. It'll plug straight into your computer. You will set it, forget it, and you're gonna love it. You're gonna absolutely love being able to hear music better, or movies, anything, any audio. Stupid YouTube videos like this one will sound better on this. I can guarantee you. Well, that leads me to something else. From what I remember, vocals on like YouTube videos, like people talking, typically don't come out the greatest on this. They're usually a little bit more muffled than everything else that's going on. I mostly use these for music. I love using these for music. I just run Spotify through them. It's not anything high quality or audiophile, because it would be wasted on the speaker. But just like playing Spotify through this, fine, great, beautiful, love it. If you're in an office, if people still work in offices, this would be something great to have like at your desk or for the office, just play it in the office and it sounds fine. It's not going to sound muffled or far away like a lot of speakers that I've heard in offices that they have like in-ceiling speakers and they're just garbage, terrible speakers. Or even some that have like PA systems that just have terrible sources. Because your source also plays a big role in everything, your source and your DAC. This kind of cuts it out because it just makes it to where your phone basically is the DAC. And most phones these days are actually not bad at that. Or, yeah, this DAC because it's got Bluetooth, whatever. It's also the source. And, I mean, Spotify is not like the greatest quality, but if you said it's a 300, I think they let you do 320 kilobytes per second. It sounds decent. It's not great. It's a fine encoder. And it works, especially for something like this. it's really hard to not justify these. And I've got 5 of them, or at least I've bought 5 of them. My girlfriend loves the one that she has. She just keeps it on the TV in her bedroom, or just moves it around, brings it to the bathroom when she like takes a shower or bath. I mean, I also brought one of these on vacation with me. If it's in a backpack, throw it in the backpack. If it breaks, whatever. It was, what, $12? Get another one. Recycle it. It's good. I mean, if you just need a speaker, this is it. If, I don't know, it's just hard. There's really no application it doesn't work in, except for like, oh, if you're super into hearing fine details, you don't want this. This isn't what you're looking at anyway. You would never look at a sound bar for wanting fantastic audio resolution or great imaging. You're going to get like a speaker set. But for like small rooms, this works great. I wouldn't use it for like a home theater. I'd get the majority K2, which actually doesn't work bad. It's actually pretty good as well. You just have to position things correctly. But this, I love it. It's great. It's one of the best audio purchases I've ever made. It got me back into buying audio stuff, and now I've got this channel. So get to document all of my great purchasing decisions. Yeah. There's just so many good deals to be had out there, and it's hard to find them. And this is one of them. I'd like to test out maybe other cheap Bluetooth soundbars, like the tiny ones from Amazon, and see how they stack up. But I really don't see anything beating this at this price point. It's actually very, very good for how much it costs. Yeah, and I think that's it. This is most like a rambling rant about how great this speaker is, because it is. I think it deserves it. Majority is a good company. They plant a tree for every product that you buy, so they've planted like, I don't know, probably about 10, 11 trees for me, because I bought a lot of their stuff. It's good stuff. They don't really make like, the best products, but they're cheap products, and good audio should be cheap. You should be able to get still like a decent experience for cheap. You don't really need, you can spend a lot of money and get great audio, but for the common man who just needs, or woman who just wants to listen to something better than their phone speaker, something better than their monitor speakers, something better than their terrible TV speakers, this is a nice upgrade. Again, I would not put this in like a home theater, but like bedroom, this works great. Office, it works great. Kitchen, phenomenal. Bathroom, honestly, it's so cheap that if it gets water damage somehow, whatever, replace it. So again, great. You don't need like a marine, like don't put it in the shower with you, obviously. Put it on a countertop, but it'll still get moisture from like steam and stuff. But this is it's great. I've had the one in my bathroom for a few months now. It still works fine. No issues. I haven't had issues with any of them. Build quality's fine. It's good. The speakers look good. They've got like some glossy plastic up top, but it doesn't look cheap in any way. Brought it to a friend's bonfire one time because he didn't have a Bluetooth speaker. Should have just left it with him, honestly. And he was impressed. He liked it. His friends liked it. We listened to music outside for hours on end. I used it at my own bonfire, listen to music outside on hours on end with my friends. It's good. Bluetooth range is also very good. I can walk across my whole house and it'll still be playing. When I was at my friend's bonfire, I was just like walking away, still playing music on it, and got in my vehicle, started driving off, and it was still playing music for a good while. I think the range is supposed to be like 10 meters on it, but I think it's a little bit longer than that. It's just good. It's a good speaker. Definitely recommend it. I'm not gonna do like any like audio like tests with it or like a little sample. It's gonna sound like crap. It's a YouTube video, and this microphone's not like for recording music that comes from a speaker, you know. It's good. Definitely recommend it. I'm probably gonna be buying more of these. Start handing out to my friends like candy. It's especially if I'm getting it with other majority products. I do want to review a few more, or at least get my hands on a few more. I've got the K2, I've got the DX10s, got plenty of these. Got the RS Pro. Haven't used the Baufel or I think it's the Snowden. I think that's what it's called here in America. They've got different names for it. Regardless, I do want to get my hands on those. And they did release the Sierra and Everest in Europe, not here, not in the United States. Very sad. I'd like to get my hands on those. They come with, you can look them up. I might leave links. Anyway, if you want to buy one of these, I'll put a link to its Amazon buy page in the description. Maybe an affiliate link if I can figure that out. I'll get a little kickback if so. Very nice. Would appreciate it. Because you should buy this, honestly. Like, just buy one. I've got 5. I showed you the 4 that I have. I mean, they're good. Anyway, this is Tech and Grant. I'm Grant, signing off.